Hello, everybody. I am going to share with you some basic tools in our Audacity program to help you with your StoryCorps project. So first, this is what Audacity looks like. And you can see there's lots of different buttons up here. Oh my goodness, so intimidating. Don't worry, we're only going to be using a couple of them. So the first thing that I want to share with you is how to import your interview audio and start a new project. Okay, so first you're going to go up here to File, Open, and then you are going to choose your file. See, here mine is called Sample Story. When you open it, it will ask to choose an import method. Make sure you choose Make a copy of the files before editing. Okay, so please choose that one. I'm going to press OK. And there it is. This is the audio. So if I wanted to, I could play it. So this right up here is a selector tool. So let me just select here and you can listen to it. Oh, what a creepy voice. Okay, so now we have our interview audio. This is the full audio, but we're going to only need a couple of minutes of it. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to first create a new track. So you will go up here to Tracks, Add New, Stereo Track. Okay. Now this right down here is going to be the selected version of your interview. So anything that you want in your final project is going to be on this track right here. Okay, you will be able to move pieces from up here down to here. The next tool I want to show you is how to cut and paste. So make sure you have the selector tool selected, and you are going to listen to your audio, and you might decide this right here. You want to keep this in your final project selection. So let's say that right there, you listen to it. All right, great. So we know that that's what we want. And you can make fine-tune adjustments up here. Oops. So of the time. So you can see up here, 0, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute. This is the length of the audio up here, okay? But let's say we just want this. So as you can see, I've selected it. I am going to go up here. This is copy. Oops, copy right here. I'm going to copy it. I will click down here on my unused audio track, and I'm going to click paste. And as you can see, it just copies and pastes it to the new place. All right. I want you to notice something. If you click on this button here, this is called the time shift tool. If you click it, now if you hold and drag, you can change where you want your audio to go. So this is going to be a handy tool, and you will see a little bit later why. All right. So something else. Perhaps this is going to be called how to split a track. Okay. So this is a useful tool if you want to add in narration between portions of your interview, but you want to keep the audio. So let's say this selection right here is good, but let's say we want to add in a narration, some kind of a transition in between this audio on this side and this audio on this side. Okay, so first select where you want this cut to be. So let's say we want it right here. Okay, you will then you will then go up to Edit, Clip Boundaries right here, and Split. So now what I just did, let me switch to the time shift tool. Now what I did, as you can see, I have split that track into two separate pieces, just like that, okay? So perhaps this is, you want to do this in your final project. And let me just remind you, you might not need to use all of these tools, but these tools should get you going and allow you to complete your final project. So that is how you would split a track into two pieces, okay? Now, after you've done this a while, you've selected things on here and you have, let's get a few more pieces here. Let's just pretend this is also something you like, so we'll put it down there. And let's say you listen to it and this is something else that you want, all right? And you will copy it and you will place it down here, okay? Now you can see here that you can adjust these and kind of piece them together a little bit if you want, okay? So let's say you are ready to record your narration. So remember, you will need an introduction, a conclusion, and some kind of transition if you need it to flow from one part of your interview to the next part. So this is what I want you to do. First step, up here, I want you to mute this so it does not interfere with your audio recording. So you will go up here to mute, and that will allow you to this will not play now, okay? Make sure your microphone is on your computer. And I want you to make sure you use the selector tool. Let's say we're going to record our introduction over here. So make sure your audio is you have enough room on this side, enough blank room over here to record your audio, okay? So we have enough blank space over here. What I want you to do, click on the selector tool and just click towards the beginning, okay? Because when you start recording, it will start recording here, all right? So you will start recording here, go up to the red record button and play it. And now we are going to record our introduction. This is a story about my family and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So that's my introduction. As you will notice, when you do this, it will create a new track down here. Okay. So make sure you sort these out, keep track of them. Up here is your interview audio, right? Down here is your narration audio. Okay. So now after you have recorded your introduction, you can now go up to this audio up here and you can slide this down just like this. And now your interview audio lines up with your narration audio, okay? Let's do another practice. Let's say that we have one answer here that we really like and one answer here that we really like, but there's it needs some kind of a transition. Let's pretend it needs some kind of a transition right here. So what we can do, again, we can kind of split these apart, give yourself enough room, right, to record, because we can always move it back when we're done. Give yourself enough room. Selector tool. You can click right here, and let's just click record again. And now you can see it will start a new track, so you might have to keep track of things a little bit. But let's say we're recording some kind of a transition. Oh, yes, my brother. But now let me talk about my father's history. All right. And again, we can now push that back up, and you can see it will snap once it's lined up with the audio below. Can you see this? There's a little yellow line, as you can see, and that tells you that it is perfect.